Hello. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. No. Hello everyone, welcome. No. Hi guys, girls, non-binary people, and everybody in between, and welcome back to another video in Pride Month. Speaking of which, be proud of yourself, be proud of other people, and don't ever let anyone take that away from you. Now, in this video, like the previous one, I'm actually going to be doing a theme of colours. And this video is actually going to be formatted slightly differently to some of my others. Trying something new, and hopefully it goes well. We'll just see, won't we? Depending on views and likes and things like that. Speaking of which, you can actually subscribe and like now if you want to. And you won't miss out on any future videos. But yeah, we're going to go right into this. So what I'd actually like to try and do today is to try and personify the colours of Pride. And you can see they are all on my phone here. They do new backgrounds for Pride Month and stuff like that. But I've also got meanings. So what we're actually going to do is make some mock-ups in here. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and use this as sort of like a final piece book. And for each page, we're going to have a different character / creature depending on what the emotions or personifications are. And I think this is going to be a lot of fun as well. So hopefully you do enjoy it too. First of all is red, or as I've characterised as passion. And because it's passion, I'm thinking maybe somewhat types of arts, maybe some sort of love drive. And this to me says some sort of poet or an artist, not quite Shakespearean, but that sort of sense of style. So we're going to go ahead and try and do that here. Now I'm going to make a very, very basic sort of figure sketch and then obviously transfer that into the final piece. I've actually got a ton of colours with me and I probably will test those out in a minute as well. So I'm thinking maybe like a hand out while they're standing to one side with like a chest somewhat pointing outwards as well. So maybe if I did something like this. Too accurate with the fingers, but I kind of want it to be like a that pose, but like reaching out and holding out. And then that will kind of be sort of what's going on. So you can see that they're standing here, and then they've kind of got this arm sort of going like that, outwards, almost grasping onto something. And then I may put some sort of art supplies around them, maybe some books, some sort of roses or things like that, things that convey love, but also passion to do things as well. And obviously art is one of those sort of very commonly seen things as a sense of passion. Next up is orange, but again I've characterised it into something slightly different. Now in DC's Lantern Rings, orange is the element of avarice. I've actually put this into serenity, which is like calmness. So I'm thinking maybe for this one, some sort of meditating figure, maybe sitting down watching something. But yeah, we'll see. As you can see, I've gone with more of like a meditation pose. And it does work pretty well. Yeah. And I've actually tried to draw some headphones here. I know that music calms a lot of people. It can be calming to me as well. So I've drawn some headphones on. I might do a blanket or something as well. But also I might do them slightly hovering off the ground. I think that'll be quite a cool sort of concept because they are calm, they're at peace.
So now you can probably see where this is all going.
But I've got yellow next. And I'm basically going to do this one, and then I'm going to do the others off camera, or I'll time lapse it and just show you guys as I go through. You'll see the notes in the top corner and obviously me drawing it as well, and hopefully it looks all good. So it's not the best way to film something, but it's the best way I've got, so I'm working with it. Anyway, I am actually now finished. It's taken much longer than I would have expected, but I did actually do quite a lot of research going into this, really developing and thinking about ideas. It was mostly just thoughts, and this is kind of a translation onto the page. If you're wondering why this one is cut out, then it is actually because this is the sketch that I want to use in the final piece, and I feel like tracing is cheating, so actually using the original drawing would be much of a better idea. Now literally all we need to do is put in the colour of the piece, and funnily enough that is what the whole month is based around. So first of all we have the Passion. So kind of like a poet, a performer, some sort of dancer. I was thinking maybe some sort of artiste. Could be reciting poetry of some sort. That's why this stance. And I've actually got RH here. So RH means regular human or average human, and the average human, according to Google, is about 6 foot. So some of these are slightly taller, slightly shorter, some are the same size. It's just to give a sense of scale to some of the characters. Next we have Serenity or Calmness. Again, this is kind of size variation between the two. Real person, this sort of personification of that emotion or feeling. Or colour. After that we have Generosity. Again, you can see the height and stuff here. I've made some notes. You can actually just pause the video whenever you want just to read through the notes. Next over we have Green, which is sort of nature and growth. So I'm doing this sort of biomechanical organism, or maybe they have plant life growing out of them, or their hair is made of roots or something like that. Sort of regular sized human. Then we've got Sadness or Blue, which is normal blue on a rainbow. And I thought I could have this sort of twisting heads, because obviously you've got like happy sad, sad sad, remembering someone sad. But there's all good types of sadness as well as a balance of bad types of sadness too. But most of the time sadness is a good thing. Next up is Indigo, which is sort of spiritual and cosmology. I've got this sort of celestial being here, and this is the regular human or average human. This one in my mind can vary in enormous amounts of size. It doesn't really have a specific size, but this is just the scale that it is at currently. Over on this side we have Joy or sweetness or excitement for Violet, and is shorter than an average human. I thought something more childlike, a bit more cute, would fit this very well, and the final piece does actually look fairly different to this one. And all of these, by the way, they're all from my head. I haven't actually used any reference for these, and that's what you get when you practice drawing figures. It really does pay off. So then we have Intelligence or Strength, so this is black. I've kind of been thinking about to do this one. It is again quite different to this in the actual book. Again, it's slightly taller than a regular human. And then over this side, so for brown, I've done wisdom, and for this I thought a monk would suit it rather well. And I've actually added 2 heads to this being because, well, I thought that maybe 2 heads represent
wisdom on a larger scale than 1 because it can process more thoughts. It also has 4 arms as well because it does technically count as 2 beings sort of merged into 1. White. Now this is going to be slightly different, just like black. The page is going to be exactly the same because, well, it is just white, and I'm going to be drawing white with black, but I'm drawing black with white. Kind of doesn't make sense, but I want this figure to mainly just be made of white smoke, and I guess they represent sort of positivity or something like that. I don't really know how to show that, but I think white smoke or white sort of hairs or air sort of flowing off this figure, sort of like a ghostly sort of presence or wisp, would work quite well with white. And finally, there is light blue, which is where this one comes in. So light blue is colour of protection or strength, and I took that into meaning as maybe like a guard of some sort or part of a religious order. And this is actually a runic symbol for protection. So that's why that's there. But now, yeah, like I said, I've actually got to get into the book. So I have actually, as you can see, prepared some SketchUps I'm going to go around and actually use as well. And hopefully it goes really well. I'm really looking forward to this one. This is Sadness. It's definitely been upgraded from the book. And some of the others, I think I've made some pretty drastic changes too. And I'm really hoping it does go really well all together. But yeah, we'll just have to see. You can pause back through those little bits, but yeah, just get ready for the time lapse and let's go. Oh, that took so long. Anyway, I'm done now. And it is actually now the end of, it is the 30th today. It's the end of, June. And this took way longer than expected. It was a ton of fun. And I did really enjoy interpreting and characterizing and personifying the colors. But boy, it took ages. And this is what you can kind of expect from videos now. Longer gaps in between, but longer videos in general. And also the format, as you can see, has changed up a bit. I did a bit of sketch work first, and then I did some more final piece sort of focus things. We are now just going to flip through this just to show you all the final pieces. And as I do, I'm just going to talk. So, of course, because I'm going to be spending more time on this, I do really appreciate any support and love and appreciation you guys can give to me via subscribing or following or liking or just commenting in general, giving feedback, maybe what you want to see next. And I am also on Instagram and TikTok, as you'll see on the screen now. Other than that, that's pretty much me for now. I really do hope you have enjoyed. I hope you had a great Pride Month. And I will see you all later, or in the next video, for the next monthly theme. Goodbye.